As a new user to Scholar, you need to first find out where to log into Scholar. If you're on the main Virginia Tech homepage, you can go to Quick Links and then Scholar, or you can just type in scholar.vt.edu. When you first log in, you'll use the login on the top right-hand corner where it says VT Login, and you'll log in with your PID and your PID password. Once you log in, you'll notice that you see the main Scholar screen here. You'll notice that you have something called the Message of the Day. The Message of the Day is going to talk about anything that's important to know, such as any updates about Scholar, any time that Scholar is going to be down, any problems with Scholar, or any new things. So when you first log in, take a look at the Message of the Day and see if it pertains to you. On the right-hand side, you'll have any new messages from any of your sites, your calendar, which will show you all of the calendar things, as well as your announcements. The help options are down here at the bottom where you can find out where to get help. If you ever have any questions, you can always click on Submit for a Help ticket and ask a question and get an answer back from For Help. You can also do a search here to find out other information about Scholar. You'll notice we also talk about browsers as well as daily and weekly downtimes that you know when Scholar is going to be down. Now, when you first log in, you notice you may have a few tabs running across the top, and these are sites that you've been added to, and you can click on any of these sites and go to the site itself. If you have something called More Sites, it just means that you have more tabs running across the top and you have more sites than you can actually see. And you can go down and you'll notice that each semester has a list of its own sites, and any project sites that you have access to are here as well. You can click on any of these sites and go to the site and find the information about the site. Your instructor or your professor may have already created sites and you may have already seen them there. You may need to wait until the first day of class to find out whether or not your professor or instructor has created a site. Now when you click on My Workspace is intended only for you. So this is your information only. One thing that's very important is the Resources option here. The Resources option is basically a Dropbox or very similar to Google Drive where you can upload information here and have that information here. It can be basically used as a storage place where you can store items that you need to keep or that are important to you. So if you need to back up an important paper or an important project that you're working on, the Resources place is a great place to do that. Some other things to know about are the Preferences tab. This will actually decide how many tabs you have running across the top. So right now I have 6. You can have as few as 4 or as many as 20. And you can also put them in the order that you want them to be in. So if I wanted to change the order of this, maybe perhaps I want the demo course to be the first tab, all I have to do is click on the tab and hit the up button until it's where it needs to be. Hit Update Preferences, and you'll see that it's now the first course that I have here. Any sites that you no longer want to see, all you need to do is click on that, click on the right arrow, and it moves it into hidden sites so you don't see them anymore. Another option that you have as well is that you can actually create your own site. So you can go in and create a project site if you want to do any research or share with any other users in the Virginia Tech community. Also check out the library help option because it's going to give you a lot of information that you may need about your library help. Last but not least, you do have a help option here that will talk about all the different options that you have in Scholar. It's going to give you the frequently asked questions, including the students' frequently asked questions, and any known issues that we have. You can use the Google search bar, or you can go in and look through the table of contents to find out information. Remember, anytime that you need help, you have a question, always click on the help option here and go ahead and search for it. If you can't find the information that you need, use the Request for Help option, put in a ticket, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.